everyone! I absolutely love middle grade books, and there's going to be a great readathon coming up in March throughout the whole month of March, and it is called Middle Grade March. It is hosted by Krista over at Books and Jams and Katie from Life Between Words. I will leave all of the information in the description box so you can check it out, but for now I'm going to show you the books that I'm planning to read in the month of March. I mean, there's a huge amount of books that I own, middle grade books. I'm definitely not going to be able to read all of them throughout the month of March, but this is just a selection and I can choose several books that I'll be able to read throughout the month of March. There are some challenges. You don't really have to complete them, I don't think. And you don't have to just only read middle grade throughout the whole March. You can read whatever you want, but the main purpose is that just to read a little bit more of middle grade than you do. I do read quite a lot of middle grade anyway because I love it, but I decided that I'm very much in the mood to read something like that, middle grade stuff, so I'm going to participate in it and I'm so excited about it. So the first challenge is to read a book that won an award. I'm not sure that the book that I'm going to show you is a children's one or a middle grade book. It could be, I don't know, but it is Marking Moonlight by Emma Cox. It is winner of the National Literacy Trust New Children's Author Prize. I've wanted to read this book for quite a while. It is obviously about a cat who's trying to find a place in the world. It does sound a bit like a children's book, but if I feel like reading this book in March, I'll definitely read it. The next challenge is to read a book that was adapted into a TV show or a movie. Now for that one, I'm pretty sure there should be a film or something of the sort. It is Goodnight, Mr. Tom by Michelle McGorian. Again, I'm not sure if that is middle grade or some other kind of book, but it is set in the period of the Second World War. And I seem to like such stories. It seems like a very heartwarming and maybe heartbreaking story, so I'm quite excited to read it. Challenge number 3 is to read a book that was your childhood's favorite. Again, I'm not sure if you can consider it as a middle grade, but it is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. I reread the first 2 books a couple of months ago, and the next book that from the Harry Potter series that I'm going to be reading is going to be Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm not sure if I'll get to it in March, if I will feel like reading it, but we'll see about that. But I think it is my favorite book from the Harry Potter series in general, so I look forward to it. The next challenge is to read a classic. For that, again, I could go with Goodnight, Mr. Tom, because I'm pretty sure it's considered to be a classic novel. If not, I could go with Moondial by Helen Cresswell. I'm pretty sure it's a classic book and I'm really excited about this. And it's also a very short one and it has illustrations and the font is quite big, so it shouldn't really take me a long time. But it is a kind of ghost story about this girl who goes to the past and meets some people which I believe are ghosts or something of the sort. And now she doesn't know if she can come back to her real time. The next challenge is to read a book that has some diversity in it. Now for that challenge, I'm not exactly sure which of these books have diversity, but yeah, so I'm not sure about that challenge, to be honest. Now I'm just going to show you the other books that don't really fit any of the categories, but are the ones that I could choose from as well. Again, I'm not sure if this book could be considered as a middle grade novel, but it is Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth, the 4th book from the Percy Jackson series. I believe the main characters are a bit older in this book than they were in previous books, so that's why I'm not sure if that's considered still to be a middle grade novel. So if it doesn't, then I probably won't read it in March, but we will see. The next book, I'm definitely going to be reading it, and it is The School for Good and Evil. I'm going to be reading it as a buddy read with Christina from Orography. The link to her channel will be in the description box as well. I love her channel, so you should check her out. But it is a school for good and evil. So basically there are 2 sisters, I'm pretty sure. One of them always wanted to be a witch and the other one always wanted to be a princess, but then things don't go quite by plan. I love books about magical schools and things like that, so I have really high hopes for it and I really look forward to reading this book. So this is definitely the book that I'm definitely going to be reading. Another book that I could choose is Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funke, and it is about this boy and his dragon, and they're trying to find a place where all the dragons live. So it sounds like a very, very cute little book. I read Inkheart by the same author and enjoyed it. I read the whole trilogy, but the first book was so much better. So I could read that if I fancy any kind of dragon fantasy book. The other one, one of the most recent purchases, is Secret Breakers: The Power of Three by H.L. Dennis. And it is about these three children. They found a manuscript and now they're trying to kind of decipher it or something, and there's someone's trying to kill them for unraveling the truth or something like that. So it sounds like a lot of fun, and this could be the book that I'll be reading in March. And the last book, again, I'm not sure if that could be considered even as middle grade. It is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by J.K. Rowling. Illustrated edition, hardcover edition. Absolutely gorgeous, and so I could be reading that as well. I think you can really count this as middle grade because the format of it and everything looks like it is a middle grade. These are all of the books that I'm going to be choosing from in the month of March. I am very, very excited. Please let me know if you're going to participate in it as well, and like I said, all of the information you will find in the description box. And also tell me what books you're planning to be reading in the month of March for middle grade March, if you're going to participate in it. I would really like that because I love middle grade. But yes, thank you for watching. Bye.